How does PwC take your company to the leading edge? We bring the sharpest minds in tech to your team, so you can bring the ideas that will transform your business. We are passionate about your industry, so you can walk into any room with every advantage. We're with you every step of the way, so you can know you're headed in the right direction. At PwC, we build for what's next, so you can get there now. Let's get started at pwc.com/us/leading edge.
Your morning blitz begins now.
Yeah, let's get after it on a Thursday. A high of 85 today. It's going to be weird because there's a chance of a couple showers throughout the day. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. That's going to raise the humidity, and it's going to be a hot, sticky 85-degree day today. I think I might have to go home and change. We got to wear warmer clothing in the studio because we've got this psycho, schizophrenic air conditioner in the studio that turns on at random times.
It goes from like 70 degrees to 45 in
right.
here.
And I haven't brought back my Mr. Rogers zip-up yet that I keep in my locker, so I wear warmer clothing now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go home and change after the show because this is gonna be too warm for this. You all right over there? You're popping up a loogie over there. Okay. Yet again, for the second day in a row, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, just shot awake, and I thought it was because I've entered a very critical time with. We're just a few weeks away. In fact, tomorrow will be the exact 3-week mark before the family moves down here. The time apart is coming to an end. We have our place. I'm in the process of trying to buy a car for Nora because tomorrow after the show I head up to Detroit because my sister's buying my old car. I got a new car. When you hear me roaring down the street in that Hemi. Picked up like my dream car.
Did you pick it up?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No, they're doing a couple little small things to make it all nice.
Okay.
It had because it's a black on black Dodge Charger with these 20-inch rim, but the rim was scratched, so they got a tire guy fixing the rim for me. So,
nice.
Got up to that. But then I got to turn around and come back because Nora wants to see the house. We've got some things to take care of here. So there's just a lot going on. Nora's registering the kids for school for next year in Hilliard. And there's just a lot going on, so I thought maybe that was it. But the more I thought about it, that's not why I shot awake this morning. Something else was on my mind. Because we had a conversation yesterday and found out that Thick only uses 4 sheets of toilet paper when he wipes, which is very, very troublesome.
At a time.
Very, very troublesome.
Yeah.
At a time, that's even worse. At a time,
I don't know why.
Very, very troublesome.
Just grab a wad and go for it.
I don't need
you
to.
You got nothing but poop palm.
That is so untrue.
If you're using 4 sheets, that is not enough. Right? Exactly. You got poop palm. That's all there is to it.
The problem here is I can never prove you're wrong. Because the only way to prove you're wrong is for you to watch me do it and then wipe, and that's never happening.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
No, that's never happening.
But this is why.
Yeah, you leave it up to our imagination. We're imagining the most horrifying situation.
You're wrong.
Straight poop palm. But this is what shot me awake. Because I realized we don't have sheets here at work. It's the giant industrial roll. So what are you doing there, Thick? You're using less, which means you got even more poop palm.
No, because that's I think it's single ply, isn't it?
I don't think it's single ply. I think it might be 2-ply, but it is the thinnest 2-ply.
So I got to use.
It's about 1.5 ply.
I got to use a few more of that.
And it's not yours, so just wad it up, baby.
Right,
use as much as you want. Go for
You're
it.
Touching stuff around here, poop palm.
Now's your time to poop with abandon. You can.
I do wash my hands, but I rarely do that here anyway.
Wash your hands?
No.
How you doing, Kelly?
I'm doing great. I thought about you yesterday afternoon when I was trying to learn how to stick contacts in my eyeballs.
Oh, no! They have classes on. They have to teach you how to do it.
Goose hates anything to do with eyeballs and touching eyeballs. Yeah, and let me tell you something. I could not get my right contact out. So all the fishing around that I was doing inside my own eyeball, it was disturbing for me, and I don't really mind that.
I would rather watch a full cycle beginning to end of thick pooping than thinking about you taking out, spending all that time.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I know. It was grim, I must admit. This is going to be this is a learning curve for me. You notice I have my glasses on this morning because I wasn't going to mess with that.
You don't just jump right in.
You don't just jump.
Practice. That's right. Oh, so they have to teach you how to Yeah,
they teach you how to put it in, which probably took me 20 tries for the left eye. And a couple tries for the right eye. But then I can get the left eye one out really easily. The right eye would not come out yesterday afternoon. And I'm like, am I going to have to go to the ER? What is happening? So I don't know, guys. It's my first go-round with contacts. And I was asking, I go, is this a nightmare for you, the lady who's teaching me? Because I couldn't do it. I could not do it right. And she goes, no, I mean, I have 6-year-olds in here. And I'm like, are they better than I am?
Probably.
A 6-year-old? She goes, no. I said, okay, that makes me feel better.
I don't even know what it would be, but whichever tidbit of information, the deepest, darkest, most gruesome, disgusting, every adjective you can think of, secret I have in my soul, I will tell you before I put contacts in my eyes or try and take them out. There's no way. Yeah. God, how are you, Thick?
I'm good. Hey, have you sat in that new car yet?
Yes, I test drove it.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
I love that. Does it sound like that?
Exactly what it sounds like.
Nice.
It's exactly what it sounds like. I am going to have to creep very slowly out of the complex of the condo that we're moving into. I will not be able to step on the gas when I leave for work in the morning.
I love that.
There's no way.
Like, oh, great. A guy from Detroit moved in.
My truck sounds exactly like that.
That's one of the reasons I've always wanted, for a long time, I've wanted, a muscle car. And I thought if I saved up for I was going to get, an old one. Yeah. But I was like, no, I'm just going to do it now. So, yep.
I love it.
Yep. Got myself.
So good.
Used Dodge Charger, but it's got that 5.7 V8. Oh, Nelly. Can't wait.
Oh, I thought it was 6'1".
No, it's 5.7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's the Charger with the Bose sound system in it.
What's louder, the car or the radio?
I'll tell you what. I tested. Once I went to take it for a test drive, I pulled into the car lot and I saw it. And I was like, that is exactly what I'm looking for. And then I walked up to it and I saw the little Hemi on the side. And I was like, oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And then I sat in it and I cranked the radio up and I was like, sold! I'll tell you what, it was the easiest sale for this sales guy. Once I took it for a test drive, there was no, he didn't have to talk me into it and none of that stuff.
So a little midlife thing going on?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%?
That's exactly what I told him. That's 100% what I said. I'm in my midlife. I need some kind of sports car sort of thing. And he was like, all right, let's make it happen. I was like, that one. He was like, okay, let's go sign. I said, okay. Just love it. Straight pushover. Let's get your Thursday going. The Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick, what you got?
All right. What music festival? This, by the way, is for $25 to waterbeds and stuff. If you're the first one texting the correct answer. What music festival will celebrate its 40th anniversary this year? I can't even believe this. This music festival celebrates its 40th anniversary this year. Be the first one to tell us at 99-700, and we'll give you that gift card to waterbeds and stuff.
That answer for Blitz Morning Trivia is what, Thick?
Well, we asked what music festival will celebrate its 40th anniversary this year, and I couldn't believe it.
So 85?
Yeah.
I know what it is.
Got a guess, Kelly?
I have a guess. You go first.
We Are the World, Live Aid.
No.
Farm Aid.
Yes. Farm Aid.
What's the difference?
Well,
one's for lives and one's for crops?
Yeah, but they're two different festivals. I don't know how old Live Aid is.
Hands Across America. Remember that? Hands Across America?
I guess We Are the World was probably 84. Wasn't that Live Aid?
Is that when that was?
That's for the hungry. That's for starving children in Africa. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Anyway, Farm Aid will be at Huntington Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, September 20th. Of course, the founders, Willie Nelson, Neil Young, John Mellencamp. They're all going to be there along with Dave Matthews, Billy Strings, and the list goes on and on. But
don't you figure like Nebraska would be a better place for Farm Aid than Minnesota?
Wasn't it like in Indiana or something?
That would make more sense too, like southern Indiana somewhere.
How about bring it to Ohio? That way it's convenient for everyone.
But they do move it around.
Me.
But they do fight for food system that works for all of us and that type of stuff, family farmers and all that. So, yeah.
Who's our winner?
Nobody.
Oh.
Nobody got it.
Okay. Great. Congratulations, nobody. Good job.
Like
to go,
Lollapalooza guesses.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
And some other things, but nobody said Farm Aid.
Speaking of Nobody, they released a trailer for Nobody 2, the movie. Very excited for that.
Dude, you showed me that trailer, and then you told me about the first one, and then you showed me the trailer for the first one.
I can't believe you haven't seen the first one.
I can't. It came out in 2021. There was a lot going on in the world at that time, so I missed a few things.
All right, fair enough.
But I hadn't even heard of it, but now I have.
Nobody is an amazing popcorn action movie.
Looks so great.
That's the Bob Odenkirk one. Okay, I have not seen that. I need to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Just you go in, if you're looking to sit down, eat some popcorn, and just have like a good
fun ride.
Yeah, it's not like an original story. Secret agent CIA guy, it turns family man, and then gets drawn back into the life of big time criminals.
Yeah.
And, but the way they do it. Really good. So, going back to what you said about Farm Aid, speaking of concerts, here's some information for you. Live Nation is at it again. They're going to launch their $30 Ticket to Summer promotion. Over 1,000 concerts are going to be available for $30 tickets, including Billy Idol, The Offspring, Rod Stewart, Styx, Toto, Weird Al Yankovic is on the list too. But like I said, it's over 1,000 concerts you're going to be able to get $30 tickets to. I remember the year that I met Nora. She probably went to like 8 concerts that year because of this promotion. People go in and they buy their tickets. Now, here's the downside. It is up from $25 from the past few years, and they upped it to $30. So,
that's
still
right.
Sounds so good, though. $30 concert
$30 ticket? Oh, absolutely. It's going to go down on the 21st, so you're looking at a week from yesterday. Right? Do the math? Yeah. So if you have T-Mobile or Rakuten, I don't even know what that is. Rakuten, Rakuten. I have no idea what that is. But if you have T-Mobile or that, you can sign up and have early access a day early. But you'll be able to get those $30 tickets if live music is your thing and you want to get some cheap tickets. It's the way to go. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
I think most of us encounter this at least one time a day where you see someone, you're in your car and you're on the roadway and you see someone and you think to yourself, how in the hell does that person have a license? You should not be allowed on the roadways. And so I've got a couple stories for you for people who should not be allowed on the roadways, starting down in Texas, where someone has some online footage, if you've seen. It's absolutely mind-boggling. Some guy's old Saab broke down on the highway in Houston on Monday, and instead of calling a tow truck, he called his girlfriend, and they hooked up a chain so his girlfriend in her SUV could tow him. Now, towing with a chain is obviously not the safest option. Technically, I don't even know if it's illegal to just tow with a chain. I don't know what the laws say, but people have done it. You shouldn't. Here's the deal. Someone needs to sit in the driver's seat because you have to be able to kind of steer with the tow. You have to be able to brake because the chain is obviously tense. It has tension at one point and none when you're braking. So you have to have someone to be able to push the brake. Here's the problem they made, though. They hooked the chain up to the back of the car and towed it backwards. His car was all over the road. Take a listen to what one witness had to say.
You like losing control, I heard when his tire blew out. She was trying to talk to him, but he didn't want to hear nothing.
What do you mean trying to talk to him? You're 30 feet apart on the highway.
Dude, that thing, I thought sure he was going to hit that wall.
Oh,
multiple times.
Sure. She was going too fast. The axle broke. He couldn't steer at all. He was inside the car holding on for dear life. The girlfriend, apparently, according to a witness, the girlfriend's in the front car laughing her ass off because he's just swinging back and forth.
Have you seen this?
Yes.
The video?
It's insane.
Oh, my gosh. This is nuts. Absolutely nuts.
32-year-old Dante Brown being towed backwards. If I was on like an open track, I would absolutely do this. Put me in the back car, facing backwards. It looks like if you've ever been tubing behind a boat.
Yes.
That's what it looks like. He is just all over the place.
And everybody behind, like nobody's getting within 500 feet of these
Hell
people.
no.
Like they're all just going really slowly and watching the show.
Absolutely unbelievable. Here's the problem, though, and this goes back to criminals doing dumb things. Dante Brown, the 32-year-old that was being towed, obviously the police pulled them over once they got reports of this being, this car flipping and flopping all down the highway. Turns out he had an outstanding warrant in Georgia, so he was arrested. They took him to jail. His girlfriend told the police they didn't call a tow truck because they couldn't afford one. I understand that. That towing is very expensive. But face the car forward.
Yeah, because he's trying to steer with the car going backwards, and he's overcorrecting every time.
100%. Our second story comes from our backyard in Norwalk, Ohio, where a man was just arrested for a DUI. Take a listen to the body cam footage.
Do you have your license on you? Good.
Ma'am?
How many drinks have you had tonight? Because I'm getting a pretty strong smell of alcohol coming.
Yep, you can't be driving. But as it turns out, Spencer Blotnick, the man who was arrested for the DUI, let's just say this isn't his first time. No, sir, this is his 20th DUI.
Oh, you have to go to jail.
Why wasn't he already in jail?
I don't know. How long should you go to jail for that? When he was pulled over for the DUI, he was driving on a suspended license. They ran the license plate. He didn't have that's one of the reasons he got pulled over. He didn't have a license. Apparently, he was going like 15 and a 25, and then he sped up, and then he slowed down, and that's when the officer saw him. This is absolutely unbelievable.
She kind of noticed a vehicle driving that was in front of her. A pretty slow rate of speed is what initially caught her attention. It dates back decades. The first one was in 1974. So it starts in the 70s. There's a couple in the 70s. There's multiple in the 80s, multiple in the 90s. Oh. It's disturbing. We're out here. We try and protect. We serve our public. Anytime somebody gets behind the wheel of a car, it's dangerous when they've been drinking.
That's the thing, is that you can suspend anybody's license.
Yes.
They can still get behind the wheel.
Still get behind the wheel. If they have access to a car, they can still get behind the wheel.
How do you prevent this from happening? I guess you got to throw someone like this in jail for a while.
Well, I think it was in Ohio, but when I hear these, it always reminds me of a guy years ago who had tons of DUIs, and the judge finally sentenced the guy to move within walking distance of the bar.
Oh.
The judge said, you must move within walking distance of your bar.
That's an interesting sentence.
I thought it was great.
But it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. You obviously can't stop doing this, so this will stop you.
That's not a bad
And you have
idea.
to walk to the bar.
20th DUI. I mean...
That's enraging, actually.
Yes! Just zero regard for anyone besides yourself. You've got your 20th DUI. Oh. That's unbelievable. That's your not-so-breaking news, 99.7 The Blitz. All right, dumb debate time. Actually, it's not really a dumb debate. It's more like I need some assistance. Because I've mentioned before that I love me some chicken wings. Probably way up there on my all-time favorite foods. And I'll be the first to admit that I would rather go to a local place, local sports bar or something, and get some good wings. And yes, don't get me wrong, wings can vary. Are they not deep fried? Are they deep fried? Are they the larger wings? Are they smaller wings? But I'm not talking about the wings themselves, because I can tell you, probably my all-time favorite sauce is at Buffalo Wild Wings. They have a Thai curry sauce, which I love. So here's my question. Who's got a good sauce or a good dry rub? Because I've tried a couple places already. I'm not going to name names, but I've been to a couple of local places, and some of their sauces and rubs,
I agree,
just aren't for me. So I want to know, Thick, do you have a certain place? It could be a chain. I mean, I just don't want to admit that a chain has my favorite sauce. I'd rather it be like a mom and pop.
Well, how are you with the actual wings at B-Dubs? Because that's where my problem is. It's not the sauce, it's the wings themselves.
See, I think their wings are average. They're edible. They're average.
They're edible.
Yeah.
I just think they're very small. I don't think they're very meaty.
Understandable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't necessarily need, like...
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
A mutated Chernobyl chicken wing.
Well, no, I agree with that.
Which some places have.
Right.
But
And I don't like trying to get very little meat off of bones.
Oh, see.
You know what I mean?
You wouldn't like my favorite spot up in Detroit. We've got a little corner bar that we go to. My all-time favorite wings, but they're like one-biters.
Yeah.
It's like baby chicken wings.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But the sauce the sauce is so amazing. Their house sauce is so amazing. I can't help it.
So for me, there's two places. One is called Wings Over Columbus, which I think is a chain.
Okay.
Beer Barrel, I don't know if they're national or just here. They've got a couple locations here. I don't know if they have it anywhere else. But Beer Barrel's wings are big and meaty, and the Thai chili at Beer Barrel, which you actually got to sample at the Super Bowl.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the Thai chili wings from Beer Barrel.
Yeah, I did like those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite wing.
Okay, Thai chili, and that's one of those sauces that's a hit or miss, though.
Yes,
the
you're
Thai
right.
chili
Yes.
you can get very good or not
and
so
Thai
good.
chili at Wings Over Columbus is really good, too.
Kelly, you a wing eater? Do you have a favorite sauce?
I am not, but I will tell you that typically what comes up a lot in terms of recommendations is a chain, and people can tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'd never eat wings. They disgust me.
Wait, what?
That is, and it's the grossest thing watching people eat wings when
What?
you jam the whole thing in your mouth and then pull the bones out. Like you're also eating, aren't you eating like hard like gristle and stuff too?
I mean,
not if you do it right.
Yeah, you might get that little corner nugget, but
it's only with the flappers.
Yeah,
that you
exactly.
do that.
Flappers.
With,
Oh,
with
I
the
can't.
drummy, you just eat like a regular chicken.
Okie doke. The thing that comes up, though, I would say a lot in wings discussions on Reddit is roosters. And that's a chain. Now, I don't know, like I said, I've never tested it out, but it usually comes out like people are like, call me crazy. I love Rooster's wings.
But it's a local chain.
It is a local chain.
I'm pretty sure it's only in Ohio.
Oh,
only
it is?
Central Ohio, I believe.
Yeah,
it started here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they got 8 or 9 of them, but they're all here in Central Ohio.
And somebody said on Facebook there's a group called Chicken Wing Connoisseurs of Columbus.
Really?
They've got it all on there, so join that Facebook group.
I did not know about that Facebook group.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to join that. Let's see here. Korean barbecue with Nashville hot at Roosters, says Tammy. See, I do like a dry rub.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I do love a dry rub. Let's see. Dylan here. Really good wing sauce that I found is at Cody's Mix at Ashbrook Grill in Asheville.
That's a little south of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might have to check that one out.
But that's about as local as it gets right there, a place like that.
Yeah, that is true. What else we got? Let's see here. Another Thai chili. Galloway Tavern. Okay.
Myron says Roosters barbecue / sweet Thai chili.
So a little mix.
Little mix.
I like. Look at Kelly even read the text, and she's got a wince on her face. Is it the meat on the bone, or is it just wings? Like, will you do ribs?
No, never.
She's not.
Ribs are too fatty for me. I don't like anything with fat and gristle or a chance at having that in my mouth. No, thank you. I will eat like white meat chicken, 100%. I feel like I need to get burgers back into my life. I always loved a burger. I haven't had a hamburger in, I want to say, 30 years.
BS.
Yeah, I swear. I've had a veggie burger.
Way.
I've had many veggie.
You haven't had a
burgers.
hamburger patty?
No, sir.
She's not. She's just not a big meat eater.
I need to get some back into my life, though. I'm ready to get back into a nice hamburger.
Oh, my God. 800-821-9970 if you've got a recommendation. A little dumb debate going on about a good sauce around town. Blitz, good morning. Who's this? Blitz, hello. Are you there?
Ryan says lollipop wings at the Yak and Yeti are the
Yak
bomb.
and Yeti.
The Yak and That feels weird to call something the yak.
It does. If you're not thinking of the animal,
right,
then I could totally get that. But the Yak and Yeti.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because a couple weeks ago I saw Nora yakking her Yeti.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a little different. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this? What's going on with the phones today?
What's happening?
Oh, man.
Ben says Smoky Bones. No, I like Smoky Bones. I mean, I don't get wings there, but I think the restaurant's kind of... I like the restaurant.
I have driven past that place probably 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, I might want to swing by there and check it out.
Yeah, I got a text from our engineer. They're having issues with the phones.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah. Shannon says the 10 Mile Inn has crazy good wings. 10 Mile Inn. Where's that?
Oh, that's where I stopped for the tour to the temple.
Yes.
I heard about that. I said I was going to come back for their wings because I had their burger. Their burger was unbelievable.
Is that Galloway? Okay, 10 Mile Inn.
Yes.
Galloway.
In fact,
all right,
Kelly, if you want to jump back into the burger game,
yes, I do.
We should go 10 Mile Inn.
Okay.
Because when I went there for the tour to the temple stop, they said, get the burger, and it was worth it.
It was excellent.
Yep.
Right. So there's a place in Hilliard. It'll be very close to you. It's called Nasty's. All right.
Okay.
And I know you like a dry rub, and I know you like lemon pepper.
Yeah.
And they do have a great lemon pepper dry rub at Nasty's.
Okay. I am also excited because I know that I'm also close to I drove past a place, Sloopy's Bar and Grill.
I'm surprised you would walk in there.
I just drove by it and I was like, oh, it's in the corner of a shopping center next to a laundromat, and I'm like, oh, what kind of debauchery takes place in there? Because I really want to see it. Let's see. What else we got? Thurman's Cafe. Okay, I guess. I've been to Thurman's. I had the burger. And I did hear they have got really good wings.
John says Wingstop.
See, I don't know. I had a big issue with Wingstop in Denver. And I kind of swore them off from my experience in Denver. Now, might be way different here in Columbus. I don't know.
I work 10 hours. All I want is Wingstop.
You never saw this viral video?
No.
What did you eat today, Squid? Oh, no.
What did you eat today?
I do remember this.
Okay.
Yes. I didn't know someone made a song out of it.
Oh,
the girl in the front seat losing her mind.
Losing it. Bob says Moe's Barbecue in Newark has the best wings, and they're smoked.
I do like a smoked wing.
Yeah.
I've had smoked wings a couple times, and they are good.
One of the places that is always ranked at top 3 always is Shakers. We've already had several texts about it. Shakers in Worthington. Joe Fowler texted that.
I went to Shakers.
Oh, you did?
I did, yes, because I saw a TikTok video, and because the original Shakers burnt down, and then they opened up a new spot. I love the decor in there. They got like big murals painted on the wall and stuff. And yes, the wings were good. I'm trying to remember what sauce I got because I wasn't impressed with the sauce. I like the wings, but I got to find a different sauce.
Joe also said that Shakers and just a food truck across the street from York Steakhouse. So I don't know what this food truck is.
I will absolutely eat at a food truck.
Yeah.
So
York,
I will definitely go. I mean, it's got to be better than York.
We have a food truck festival.
I love food truck festivals, for sure. Well, thank you for all the recommendations. I am going to save this entire text thread so I can go check these places out. 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening.
3 things you need to know before you go.
All right, a scam that ended with an arrest in Licking County has investigators warning Central Ohioans that scammers are getting so bold they'll even sometimes show up at your front door. The Licking County Sheriff's Office says a 42-year-old man named Li Wei Zhang of China is now in jail, accused of scamming a 67-year-old Licking County man out of $27,000 and then returning to the guy's house to collect more. That's where he went wrong. Okay, so the victim's name's Robert Wise. He told deputies he got one of those texts about, this Apple ID, this purchase was made and on your account, and if this was fraudulent, call this number. So he calls the number, ends up speaking to someone who called himself John Cooper. And so John Cooper, in quotes, then threatened Robert Wise if he didn't hand over $27,000 that they would just go ahead and take everything in his account. So this poor man goes over to Indian Mound Mall and Heath with $27,000 in cash and tries to deposit it into a Bitcoin machine. And he wasn't able to make the transaction happen. So he gets a hold of John Cooper and says, hey, I can't give this to you in Bitcoin. The guy's like, hey, I'll send some over to pick it up. He did. The guy handed over 27 grand. All right, so this greedy scammer.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Decided a week later, I want more of this guy's money.
Oh, wow.
Demanded another 20 grand. Well, by this time, the guy had contacted police, and police said, hey, set it up. Set it up. We want to see if somebody comes to get this.
Yeah.
They did, and got arrested on the spot. So Li Wei Zhang is a Chinese national. He is living in Dublin right now on some kind of a work visa. Not for long, my friend. And he's in jail right now. I hope this guy gets his money back, but highly doubt it. He said, Zhang says he's just a middleman. He's just a middleman.
Can I tell you, when Nora and I found the condo we're moving into, because we were looking at some different places, and, one place was a company that owned some properties, and the one that we found that we really fell in love with, the last one we saw, is a woman. Her and her husband own a couple of properties, and so I was like, all right, we filled out the application got accepted, and then she said, okay, you can send the security deposit and everything through Zelle, which is connected to the bank, and so through the app, and I went to send the money, and the second I hit the submit button, the bank said, because I put in security deposit, I guess their technology, their AI knows what the money's going for once you type it in the memo line, and a big thing popped up and said, beware of housing scams, have you seen the place? Have you met the person? So on. And I got so scared to hit that button just because of what goes on nowadays.
How about that? I got boned via Zelle.
Right.
On Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
They didn't give me any warning.
And I had it through Cash App. So I guess because I typed security deposit, in the memo line, that it knew what the money was going for. And I'm supposed to pick up the key today. So we'll find out later this afternoon whether or not I got taken for a whole bunch of money or not. Yes. But she was so nice. I have to assume it's real. I mean, I went to see the place. I met her.
Right.
We had a conversation. We've been exchanging emails. She sent me a lease that I signed.
I think you're good.
I hope so.
I think you're good.
Now you made me really scared.
Well, a new study shows that men hospitalized with what's known as broken heart syndrome, a.k.a. Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, die at more than twice the rate of women, despite women being more frequently diagnosed with this condition. Using data from about 200,000 U.S. patients, researchers found that 11% of men hospitalized with broken heart syndrome died versus about 5% of women. Now, the syndrome is triggered by intense emotional or physical stress, such as bereavement or medical emergencies, which causes the heart to struggle to pump properly. Now, most patients do recover, but a minority develop a more severe complication, and they die. Cardiologists say the outcomes differ between men and women, probably because men typically experience this syndrome after a physical trigger, like a surgery or a stroke, and women, they typically will be diagnosed with this after an emotional stressor, like the death of a spouse. So, anyway, that's interesting. You guys can't handle your broken hearts, I guess. Not as well as we can.
We are just soft-hearted animals.
You are. Well, that was quick. The old rebrand from HBO Max to Max. They're going back to HBO Max. Warner Brothers Discovery announced that it's changing the name of its streaming service back to its original name. The company dropped HBO back in 2023, making it known as simply as Max, but apparently nobody liked it. Nobody was calling it that.
Yeah, they did I bet they did like a survey group.
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't know what Max is.
Yeah, I just say HBO, always. I'd
100%.
never call it Max.
100%. I remember Saturday nights when that static would come on, because Saturday night at 8 p.m. was when they always debuted the new movie of the week.
Okay.
And man, when that HBO thing came flying through the streets, that 3D logo came flying through the streets.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was good.
Pretty good, yeah. All right, those are your three things.
All right, look, sometimes you get into disagreements with your significant other, and a lot of times it's over dumb stuff. And it usually happens because just life is happening and one person might be stressed out or whatever. And I shared at the beginning of the show that it's kind of a pivotal time for Nora and I, because we're coming to the close of this chapter in terms of we have spent the past 3 months apart. I moved down here for the job. We wanted the boys to finish school, didn't want to move them in the middle of the school year, so they've been staying in Detroit. Every weekend, one of us is going one way. I'm either going up to Detroit or she's coming down here. But like I said, we have finally found a spot. So now we're getting ready for the move. My sister's buying my old car, so I'm car shopping for her. And there's just a lot going on. So yesterday, I called Nora, and on Wednesdays, Nora works half days at the doctor's office. And so she had planned on taking the car to get an oil change. However, we're going to trade in that car so I can get her an SUV. So I told her yesterday on video chat in the middle of the afternoon, as she was doing some dishes and getting ready, I said, don't get the oil change because we're probably going to trade in the car this weekend. And she goes, whoa, what's wrong? She goes, well, I was going to go get the oil changed. And I said, I know, but we don't have to now. And she goes, I know, but that messes everything up. I said, what do you mean it messes everything up? I said, what were you going to do after the oil change? She said, well, I had the Target order to pick up, and she had to go. There was another stop she had to make. But none of these were like scheduled stops. You can pick up the Target order's ready. They just send you a text and say, hey, your Target order's ready. And this other thing wasn't like on a timeline. And I said, okay, what's the problem? She goes, well, I had it like laid out. I was going to do oil change. I said, okay, now you don't have to go to oil change. She goes, yeah, but now I don't know what to do. What do you mean you don't know what to do? I literally go, I just made your life easier. What is the problem here? And her response was, I don't know. I'm in a bad mood.
What's wrong with her? She's a woman, isn't she?
Yes! So I grabbed it. We're on FaceTime, and I grab the phone, and I pull it closer to my face. And I'm like, what's the problem? She goes, I don't know. You screwed up my ADHD because I had everything like in order, and you threw a kink in the chain.
You screwed up my ADHD.
But I just made everything easier. I removed a task, so now it's like Candy Crush. I just removed those center blocks and everything came closer together. You are now closer to beating the game because things are more condensed now. Kelly, you're looking at me like Nora's right.
I just want to proffer a little bit of a possible explanation here, and that is, you know how you're kind of up at night now, last couple days. You've had, like, sleep disruptions.
Yes.
Because you guys have a lot of change happening in your life right now. A lot of big decisions are being made.
Right.
And there's not a ton of control that you have over what's going on. It's all whipping around, happening real fast. It can be an emotional time, moving away from the home you've lived in a long time. And she's got a tiny ounce of control over her day right now, which she meticulously laid out for herself. Now, I'm saying you did make it easier for her, but also it disrupted the flow a little bit. So she had to kind of emotionally ingest that and sort of get her brain wrapped around a new schedule for the day. Does that make sense? It's like she has a tiny little bit of control over her day here now. Because everything else has just been taken away, in terms of, like, her days are being eaten up now. Packing, moving, getting a new car, all the stuff coming in and out of Columbus. And so it's like this one little thing is like, oh, I have my day arranged perfectly on my afternoon off. And maybe you made it easier. Yes, you did make it easier. But maybe it just triggered something in her. Like, now you've gone in and like, fumbled around with my schedule that I had so neatly laid out.
Both Corey and Lori text in. I'm with Nora. I get in my head and I plan things. Hard for me to make sudden changes once I plan my day.
Good Lord. This woman obviously had lost her damn mind.
I just couldn't believe it.
Now, I do love errands like an oil change, which I don't want to do in the first place. You tell me I don't have to do it, I'm ecstatic. But I'm also not moving away from a home I've lived in forever. I'm not moving my family. I'm not, like, getting new stuff and packing, and your whole life's in disarray for good reason, and it's all great.
She had to find, like, birth certificates because she's registering for the boys.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
School, and she has to get athletic clearances.
And one last thing.
Right. One last thing.
But see,
that's exactly what I screamed into the phone. I made your life easier.
But the thing is, obviously, it's like she came around. And she said, look, I'm just stressed. I've got some anxiety here. I'm just stressed. Yes, you made my life easier. I'm just stressed. So if you can just hold out until she ingests all of the information and gets through her emotions and lands on the other side, then everybody's happy. Everybody's good.
Where's that to go? I have one less thing to do.
Her response was, let me just bitch. Okay, fine. Fine, go ahead. Lay it on me. Give it to me. I'm the punching bag. Let's go.
The more you play those sounds, the more I'm on Nora's side.
Vic, have you used Airbnb before?
I have not.
Really?
I've never used it.
By choice, never needed to?
It just didn't. It's just one of those things that hasn't come up yet.
Okay.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you just haven't tried to a place where you needed it.
Yeah.
Kelly, have you used Airbnb before?
I have used VRBO.
Okay. That's fairly new though, newer than Airbnb.
But kind of the same.
No, I think it's older than Airbnb.
You think it is?
Yes, VRBO. Yeah.
Oh,
but it's the same. You just there's an array of places, condos, homes that you can rent, and we went down to Charleston maybe, I don't know, 12 years ago, 15 years ago.
Well, when I started using Airbnb, it was more affordable, and enjoyed it. I've used it both where, you had the house to yourself. One time I rented a room where other people were renting rooms, almost kind of like a smaller, like hostel almost. I've had some good experiences and some bad experiences. I've never had this. There was someone who went to an Airbnb and they got a message saying that hot water might be out. They were trying to get it fixed, but it might be out. And so the person replied, okay, so am I going to get a refund? If you're not, we're going to have not going to have hot water. And they said, no, hot water is not included as an amenity in the booking.
No way. You got to report that. That's nuts.
So here's the deal. When going through the list as a host, hot water is an amenity that you can click. Most people don't, because it's kind of like you figure you're going to get hot water.
It's assumed.
Yeah, it's assumed you're going to get hot water.
This is 1920.
The owner says, no, I'm not giving you a refund in this situation because hot water was not included as an amenity in the booking. They apologized for the inconvenience and said, we appreciate your understanding. Well, this lady said, wait, so you're just choosing to rip me off because you didn't list an assumed amenity? She did contact Airbnb, and thankfully Airbnb stepped in and gave her a full refund and said they're looking into the host and whether this has happened before, because, yeah, you can't do that.
Okay.
Was toilet on the list of amenities?
Right.
How about this is a weird thing, okay? We did do Airbnb. I completely spaced this. This was probably a year and a half ago in New York, and something was malfunctioning in their front-loading washer, and everything, all the bedding smelled like mold and mildew, like mildewy, like that horrifying smell. Like we had to strip the bed, and then we went to wash it again and realized that it was coming from the washing machine.
Yeah.
And we're like, what do we do? Like, this is...
That's on them. They got to clean their washing machine. They got an issue with the washing machine.
But
for
also,
sure.
it's like... Is that an amenity that things don't smell like mildew, like your bedding? I don't know.
Right.
I mean, we were fine. We ended up making it work, and it was okay. But there are issues that sometimes,
for sure,
kind of impact your stay to the negative, but you really can't make a big deal about.
I believe Airbnb has kind of taken a turn now that you have companies that just own multiple Airbnbs and stuff. That I would rather just go to a hotel. It's just easier now.
I agree.
Not to mention cost-wise. It used to be you could get a good deal on Airbnb. Now, between the service fees and the cleaning fees and everything else, it's just not worth it. I'll go to a hotel. However, if you do want to use Airbnb, the CEO just announced they're adding some new services. And one of those things is you'll be able to rent celebrities. Yes, you will actually be able to go to Airbnb and rent celebrities. Some of the initial offerings include Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, where you can spend a day playing football and eating barbecue in Kansas City.
How do you like the mattress?
You can have a day-long experience with Sabrina Carpenter or Megan Thee Stallion, the pop stars. And they're looking to expand upon the other celebrities that are going to join. So it's kind of a mix between Airbnb and Cameo, where you're not only paying for a message now, you're actually paying for an experience. Now,
I need to know a price on that.
Right. I haven't looked up the price. Like, how much does it cost to hang out for a day with Patrick Mahomes? Because I have to assume he's not giving up his day for free.
Hold on. Spend a Sunday fun day with Patrick Mahomes. Airbnb. Once this thing loads, baby.
What's your question, Vic?
All you can do is request it. There's no price. You can request. It says $0 per guest. Make a request.
Oh.
So I guess you don't find out until it's way too late.
Is it like a bidding thing?
Maybe they set the price based on the date and the time and everything. Because you're not going to get Mahomes during football season. He's not going to pop up.
Of course
I got to miss practice today, Coach. I got to go hang out with this
unless
Airbnb.
it's like a Tuesday, like their off day.
Maybe. I guess.
Know.
It's going to be a Sunday in the off season, and it is going to be like a group thing. So they're putting up a little group thing together. So he's going to make a crap ton of money off your
okay.
needing to spend time with him.
All right. Yeah. So keep an eye out for other experiences with celebrities on Airbnb. If that's something you want to do, 99.7 The Blitz. All right. Brand loyalty is a thing. You got that one thing you love, and you're just going to stick to it. So what's that one item and that one brand of that one item? That's all you'll buy. And let me begin with this. Because we don't need any answers revolving around this, because as divided as this country has become over certain things, there is one thing, one universal that we can all agree upon, and that is how the F is Hunt's ketchup still in business? Heinz is the only ketchup. So don't reply Heinz. We all know.
Yeah.
Heinz is the only ketchup.
Okay.
No one wants that copper-filled sewer water that is Hunt's ketchup.
Do we want to know if somebody does swear by Hunt's?
Yes! 100%. Give us a call, 800-821-9970, so we can belittle you.
What maniac?
What psychopath prefers Hunt's ketchup?
Interesting.
Nobody. Yeah. Nobody. And you know instantly. Like, if it's in an unmarked bottle at, like, a restaurant, and you take a bite, you're like, oh, these sons of bitches.
Yeah.
This is Hunt's. You know it.
See, we had that thing with Bosco versus Quick as a kid. We were a Bosco family. Like, we drank
the
Bosco
chocolate powder.
Yeah, but this was a liquid in a bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Nesquik, whatever it's called. But I did used to sneak it in big spoonfuls at my cousin's house. I used to love to eat that powder Nesquik, and it just choked the crap out of you. Like, you're just like coughing clouds of Nesquik because you ate such a big spoonful of it.
Wait. Why are you scooping spoonfuls of dry Nestle powder into your mouth?
Because it's good.
What?
Yeah, and once it's in your mouth for a little while, it just turns chocolatey because of your spit. I'm talking, I was like 10 years old, man. That is like a high quality snack.
You ripped all the heads off your Barbie dolls, didn't you?
No.
What in the hell?
I mean, that's fairly normal.
No, it is not. Let's see. Jacob says Milwaukee Power Tools. Okay, very good. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
This is Jay.
Jay, what's a brand that you swear by? The one product, the one brand you'll only buy?
Hunt's ketchup, brother.
No way.
No!
Here's our psychopath.
You are kidding, right?
I buy it because it's less than half the price of Heinz.
There's a reason for that.
I can see that. But you're also going to get only half your life because you're going to die from the bacteria and things that are in Hunt's ketchup.
No, wait, you can't say that. You can't say that.
Oh, okay.
We're all going to die anyway.
No, that's true. That is very true.
Might as well go down with a...
All right, well, I am not judging your financial choices whatsoever.
So it's
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Just because of price. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm a single guy, and I got kids.
Okay.
Figure it out.
Do you win? Do you have to swallow like a pelican through every bite because of how disgusting it is, and you're just like,
No.
Okay.
I won't buy the store brand, but I'll buy the Hunt's.
Okay.
That's the middle ground. You know what I mean? It's a halfway point.
Fair enough. I appreciate the call. Thank you so much, man. Have a great one.
Somebody said Real Mayo versus Miracle Whip.
Absolutely, 1,000%.
Okay, but I don't consider that. Those are two different things.
Yes,
you can't compare the two. That's not a brand loyalty. Those are two different things.
Miracle Whip, yeah, I know, because that's Kraft. They make Miracle Whip. And Hellman's makes mayonnaise.
Oh, right.
But I don't think Miracle Whip is mayonnaise in any way.
I agree with you. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Tony.
Tony, what are you brand loyal to?
Well, dude, I want to comment on what you said about the Hunts. I would use that, dude. It's nothing about Heinz is blowing out Hunts. It's just that certain people like different things. And really, if you pay attention to what goes into Heinz, it's really kind of tomato-y. And I'm not really big on the tomato.
Too tomato-y.
Wait,
I don't know.
Ketchup.
It's ketchup. I completely agree. Well, thanks for the call, Tony.
I thought that was
I'm getting tons of support on eating spoonfuls of Quick. The chocolate Nestle's Quick. Says,
two text messages is not tons.
Kelly's getting validated.
Calm down.
2 text messages is tons in my book. Okay? I feel so validated right now. Shane says, don't listen to them, Kelly. I loved doing it so much when I was a kid, and I still do it to this day. Sometimes I'll even take a quick slug of milk, swish it up in my mouth, and drink it.
Okay, I'm not against that. I'm not against that. That is different.
But you could just mix it in the milk and then drink it.
You can do that, too.
Colonel Sanders says, I did the same thing as a kid, Kelly.
Okay, I don't
Thank
trust
you for the
anyone
tons of
named Colonel
support.
Sanders. Matt says Charmin toilet paper. I'm brand loyalty to toilet paper. I totally get.
Yeah, my wife's loyal to Charmin. Yep.
Yeah. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
This is Ryan.
Ryan, what are you brand loyal to?
Abu Garcia baitcaster reels. I'm a big cat fisherman, so the 6500 is like top of the line.
There you go.
Look at you getting all technical and stuff. But I get it. I totally get it. I'm a Callaway purist when it comes to golf.
Yeah, same way with golfers, man.
Totally get it. Cheryl, I agree with you on this one completely. I'm an Apple person. My husband is Android. Well, you should probably divorce him because...
Or he should divorce you.
If you're an Apple person... And you marrying an Android, that would be like a strict Republican marrying a left wing.
Is that big a deal?
100%.
Why?
100%. Because Android is awful.
That's all I've ever used. I love it.
Yeah, but we don't like it because we have to see your green text all the time, and we don't like it.
Well, get an Android, and you won't have to worry about it.
Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
My name's Adam.
Adam, what are you brand loyal to?
Harley Davidson.
Okay.
You don't want no Suzuki.
No. It's got to have that authentic Harley sound.
Yes.
Made right here in America.
Have you ever noticed
something about Harley?
And I completely agree. Harley people are Harley people. But do you ever notice, like, the particular motorcycle sounds exactly like when it sounds like its name, but like Harley. Yeah. And then you've got
sounds like a souped up lawnmower.
Right, exactly. It happens. Hey, appreciate the call, man. Have a great day. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Stephanie.
Stephanie, what are you brand loyal to?
So Brooks tennis shoes. I am on my feet working about 65 hours a week. I am a nurse throughout the week and a bartender on the weekends.
Damn.
They're the
what?
only tennis shoes I will put on my feet.
Okay, Brooks, I like that. Well, thank you for what you do being a nurse. Congratulations.
And a psychiatrist.
And a liquor serving psychiatrist for sure. How do you have time to be a bartender?
The Nesquik powder.
No.
Shush. You shush.
La.
Go ahead. Go on. What are you saying?
Don't turn down my microphone.
The strawberry powder.
Still the strawberry powder. Yes.
What?
You can't just mix it with milk.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The texts are really coming in about this Nestle Quick thing.
Kelly
and
feels
everybody's
so
loving
validated.
it. Yeah, Joe, Lana, Laura, Mike, everybody does it. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it.
It's more than two, Goose.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for being a nurse, and thank you for providing us with the alcohol we all need. I hope you have a great day. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Aaron.
Aaron, brand loyalty. What are you loyal to?
The Blitz over the Big Lick any day.
Hey, I'll take it. Thank you very much. We love it. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. 800-821-9970, 99-700. We're talking brand loyalty. That one item, that one brand. You're not going to switch. It's the one thing you're going to buy every single time. It's 99.7 The Blitz. Oh, brand loyalty. We've all got it in some way or another, that one item, and you only buy this one particular brand because it's what you... Oh, I just thought of one I have. Crest. Any other toothpaste is crap. You put some Aquafresh in my mouth, and I'd rather not brush my teeth. Aquafresh is so weird. Yeah, straight Crest. We're getting some other messages in. Let's see. Sig Sauer pistols. Sig Sauer. Did I say that right? I'm not a gun person. I don't know.
Sig Sauer, yes.
Sig Sauer.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thank you, Andy. Kent says Chevy. Zach says Honda. Rhonda says Campbell's tomato soup. Only tomato soup. Okay. I can see that. Blitz, good morning. Who's this? Chuck, what's that brand you're loyal to?
Hey, man, gotta have the bow tie, man, the Chevrolet.
The Chevrolet. Okay, all about the Chevrolet. I support the Motown stuff. I completely agree with you. Appreciate the call, man. I hope you have a great day. 800-821-9970 if you've got one. Okay, this is interesting. Kayla said Kraft mac and cheese. I can see why.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what. The generic brand box mac and cheese, pretty damn good.
Giant Eagle brand is
it good?
Which is the store brand. I like it better than Kraft.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, because
it's not even close for me.
I've got no problem with Great Value, the Walmart brand.
Oh, it's probably the same.
Box macaroni and cheese.
I like the Amy's brand. You guys ever had that?
No.
Amy's. It's like in the natural food. So
I like the Amy's brand.
I've never heard of it.
But they have it at like Kroger and Giant Eagle and all that. It's not like it's, I'm going to some like bougie.
I put caviar on my box macaroni and cheese because I get the Amy's brand.
Amy's is really good, and it's white cheese. It's not
natural.
yellow.
Oh, all natural and the white cheese. It's
like
four
the
cheese.
white.
It has the Gouda and it's got the Havarti. I don't do the generic brand.
I'd like to have some mac and cheese with. I'd like to have mac and cheese with
side eye that I just got.
I would like to have some mac and cheese with Havarti in it. That might be good.
What mac and cheese?
Mac and cheese with Havarti
with
cheese.
Havarti.
That might be good. I don't know. I like.
I need the powder. Do you put the here you go? Do you take Amy's powder and just take a spoonful of the cheese and put it in your mouth like you do Nestle Quick? You psycho!
Oh my gosh!
Why don't you ask Fish? He says he's stopping to buy Nesquik on the way home. Time to relive a childhood memory. Yes.
And they're never as good as they were when you were a
You're
child.
gonna hate it.
Yes.
You're gonna absolutely hate it.
Don't
now
listen to
that
them,
you're
Fish.
a grown man.
Do not listen to them. It's going to be delish.
Homemade brand cookies and cream ice cream. All other cookies and cream ice cream sucks. And Barilla pasta.
Pasta? Like dry pasta?
Yeah, Barilla. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
The blue box.
It always cooks up al dente. Always.
Really?
Yep. And it's
I
just
don't know
better
if I
than
would-
all the other pasta I've ever had.
I don't know if I have ever thought about brand loyalty to a dry pasta before.
Try them like at the same time. Like fix some of both, and you will tell the difference. I promise you.
Really?
Yes.
Through a dry pasta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Whether it's lasagna noodles,
Whatever
angel
the case
hair,
may be.
whatever it is.
All right.
Always Barilla.
Oh, I like this. 699 says Tito's Vodka. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Nora's pretty brand loyal to Tito's Vodka, and they also give back to the dogs.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
But I got to believe a lot of people, when it comes to alcohol, that's probably a big one. People are brand loyal when it comes to different alcohols.
Well,
I bet so.
Captain, without a doubt.
You
give me Admirals, Admiral Nelson, or Sailor Jerry's. I'll drink it. It's not as good,
right? But if you're buying it, it's always
always Captain.
Will says Buckeyes over the Wolverines. Absolutely, 100% Will.
Okay.
No, I would expect someone who did not eat a spoonful of powdered Quick to like the Wolverines. I would expect that.
Well, that makes sense because I would expect someone who would take a dry hump of powder and shove it in their mouth to like the Buckeyes.
Dude, you gotta raw dog some Quick sometime. You're gonna love it. I'm not kidding. It's so good.
I am going to the store today. I'm going to buy some Quick, and we are all going to do it tomorrow morning at 7:50.
We?
Yes, all of us.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Choke, but it's the best choke you'll ever have. Oh, wait.
Wow! Kelly!
I'm not kidding. It's so good.
The best joke you'll ever have. Okay.
You know what I mean.
Let's tug on the collar there. Yee.
All right. Oh, my gosh. You guys are so dirty. I swear.
What are you talking about? You said it's the best choke you'll ever have.
Yeah.
I think some people would disagree. That's all I'm saying.
And now, three things you need to know before you go.
A months-long investigation by Consumer Reports has found that shoppers at Kroger, and this is one of the nation's largest grocery chains, nationwide, whatever, we've been unknowingly paying full price at the checkout for a ton of items, from meat and vegetables to juice, rice, and alcohol, that have been advertised as discounted or for sale, but you were charged the regular price. And they say about 150 items were found listed as on sale on the tag, but were not. Those sales had been long since over. by around 10 days on average. So you're thinking you're getting something, say, for $1.50 when you're getting it for actually $2.75.
So the sale price is listed on the shelf.
Yes.
But it's not in the weekly mailer, but they didn't change over the shelf.
Exactly.
So you think you're buying it, but
you think you're buying
full price.
now. They say this is a pretty widespread issue, and according to, I guess, there are workers in Colorado who are, I don't know if they're striking or there's some kind of issue with Kroger in Colorado. Anyway, these workers are like, hey, this has been going on for months, and we've let Kroger know, and they aren't doing anything about it. We just don't have enough people to change out these sales tags back to regular price tags. We don't have enough employees. Can't do it.
Isn't that, I mean, I don't know all the fine print, but the law of posted prices, like...
Right. Now, Kroger does say, listen, there are billions of daily transactions at Kroger nationwide. And if a price error is brought to our attention, we fix it. We fix it on the spot.
Yeah.
So this is not on purpose. So really pay attention. I guess it lands on us to pay attention. Now, I never pay attention. You could charge me anything and I wouldn't look at it.
Yeah, if you're being charged, $1 here, an extra 50 cents here, and you get to the checkout lane and, the total's $110 versus $100, how many people are really going to notice that? However, when, like you said, if there's billions of transactions a day throughout all the Krogers, even if 1% of them do that, then you've got an extra $10 out of 1 million different customers. That's a pretty significant chunk of change.
Yeah.
But I mean, on the flip side, I know I've gone to like Kohl's and I found something on a clearance rack that I loved and I'd taken it up and it rings up full price. And it's like, no, somebody mistakenly like put it back. Like somebody had it in their hand and they traded it out and they're not going to adjust that price for you. So yeah, who's at fault here?
And then of course, a lot of us are doing self-checkout. And we're not paying attention.
That too.
They say basically the big issue is that shoppers can't rely on the shelf price being accurate. So I guess there's an issue there. I guess you have to pay very close attention. But Kroger customers here in Ohio and in California, Illinois, and Utah have all filed class action lawsuits alleging pricing errors. So it's
interesting.
San Antonio woman faces terrorism charges after police say she supplied her middle school son with ammunition and tactical gear for an attack he was planning on his school.
What?
33-year-old Ashley Pardo was arrested on Monday. Her son made an appearance in juvenile court on Tuesday. An affidavit says the student told his grandma before school on Monday that he was going to be famous. All right, so this was this past Monday. He was going to be famous. He told his grandmother that his mom had taken him because she asked him, she saw him with a hammer, like beating on a bullet with a hammer. And she goes, where did you get that bullet? And the kid said, hey, my mom took me to Army Surplus, bought me tactical gear, ammunition, and military clothes. He put those military clothes on Monday and went to school. He was wearing a camouflage jacket, a mask, and tactical pants. So he goes to school Monday morning and then leaves shortly after. But the school's like, what is going on? There have been very big issues with this kid in the past few months. So they had the campus swept, and then the boy was later found off campus and taken into custody. But yeah, he had ammunition. He had all kinds of stuff, thanks to mom.
But he didn't have an actual weapon. He had the ammunition and the tactical gear.
Well, he did have weapons, and he had an IED, but they were all at home. So I'm not exactly sure what the plan was here.
Yeah, his mother needs to go straight to jail. Do not pass go.
No. And there are some details missing that may come out here about whether he was armed on Monday when he went to school. I don't know. But he was arrested. So anyway, guys, that's parenting these days, I guess. Morris the alligator, movie star, best known for his role in Happy Gilmore, has died. Morris, you remember Happy Gilmore alligator?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bit off Chubb's hand.
Right.
Got his eye gouged out.
That's right. He had retired from Hollywood back in 2006 and was spending his retirement years at Colorado Gators Reptile Park. It's an exotic animal sanctuary, and they announced that he passed away. They thought he was probably 80 plus years old. Do you believe that an alligator lives that long?
Oh, yeah.
80+ years old.
I thought they lived longer than that.
Yeah, I don't know. They said that according to based on his growth rate and tooth loss, he was thought to be over 80 years old. But he did appear in several movies, including Happy Gilmore, Dr. Dolittle 2. He even appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jay Leno with the late Steve Irwin. Anyway, rest in peace, Morris. And those are your three things.
All right, so Kelly just told you about Morris, the famous alligator from Happy Gilmore. He was also in Dr. Dolittle 2 and Interview with a Vampire. Had some movie roles, did a lot of things. And there are some animals that make a good living out there in Hollywood. They become that particular, animal that is used in multiple movies when you're looking for this animal or that animal. So I'm going to give you a name and see if you can figure out what movies the particular animal was in and see how you do. We will start with Buddy, very famous one. Buddy.
Oh, is that Air Bud?
Yes.
All right.
Do you know the other famous role that Buddy had was in a TV sitcom from the early 90s?
I don't know.
Involved a family. In fact, this particular domicile had as many people as it could hold.
Full House.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's the same dog.
That is the same
That's
dog.
Air Bud. Okay.
Yep. Speaking of dogs, Moose.
Wait. Okay.
You know this one.
Moose was the name of the dog on the show, or the real name of the dog?
Moose was the real name of the dog.
Okay, I think that's Frasier's dog. The Frasier's dad's dog. Wasn't that Eddie? Is that not Moose?
100% correct.
It is?
Yes.
Oh.
Frasier. Yep, absolutely. Also in My Dog Skip.
Oh.
Which I don't know the movie My Dog
I
Skip.
don't either.
And then finally, Bart. Bart was in a whole bunch of movies. No TV shows listed. Not a dog.
Oh.
Bart is a much bigger animal.
Oh.
A very deadly. In fact, I don't know if I'd want to...
A bear?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Was he in Cocaine Bear?
Was not. I wish he was, but no. He was in a movie called The Bear, and then White Fang, if you remember.
Yes.
White Fang. Also in...
Grizzly Adams?
Not Grizzly Adams, but Into the Wild. And then also We Bought a Zoo. In fact, Bart was also in Game of Thrones. I'm looking at a picture right now. It looks like one of the... Who's the brother? Lannister?
Yeah. Cersei and Jamie.
Jamie, yeah.
Lannister, yeah.
Jamie's climbing a wall trying to avoid the bear. Oh, is that like in a ring? Yeah, so that's Bart as well. So there you go. A couple of famous animals. You know your Hollywood animals,
How about
Kelly.
that?
Good job. 99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right. Let's get to some not so breaking news. And I can tell you this, one thing I'm very much looking forward to this summer is taking the boys to the Columbus Clippers. The stadium looks
nice stadium.
amazing.
Yep, you'll love
and
it.
to walk around downtown, get some lunch before the game or whatever, go check out a game.
It's a social event.
Yeah. I think I might try the 9, 9, and 9 challenge.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Oh, really?
Just
I don't know what that is.
You don't?
No.
Oh, go to a baseball game.
Okay.
For 9 innings.
Okay.
And during the 9 innings, you have to eat 9 hot dogs and drink 9 beers.
Come on, Kelly.
Are you down?
No, not even close.
Might give it a try.
I wouldn't make it.
I bring that up because, minor league AAA baseball games are a ton of fun.
They're a blast. I love seeing the Clippers.
And
I saw Darryl Strawberry play for the Clippers once.
Absolutely.
So.
Yep. And they always have some fun promotions going on.
Yep.
And, there was a small issue because this took place in Trenton, where the Trenton Thunder had themselves a bat dog. They did a little celebrity night, and so they bring out a dog who is trained and will run out after a batter and pick up the bat and take it back to the dugout.
Very cute. I love it.
Great looking lab. Too.
Yeah. Golden lab, gorgeous, long hair, golden lab, cute.
Yep.
But dogs are still dogs, and they don't really understand social cues. And when dogs have to go, they have to go. And this is what took place.
As Miss Casey Betty has made her appearance, and the bat dog has made her presence felt. It's a numero dos. Behind home.
Right behind the plate.
Chase just went down, and when you got to go, you got to go. Here's the issue I have. Whoever the real bat boy was, the human bat boy, obviously we all saw what happened. Everyone at the stadium saw what happened. You saw what the dog left. He came over with like a piece of like cardboard.
Yeah.
And then scooped it up with his hand. He pushed it onto the cardboard with his hand. Why are you touching it? You get another piece of cardboard. You use little pincers. Push, sweep. Take the umpire's little broom that he cleans home plate with. Do anything except scoop it up with your hand and push it onto the cardboard.
But you got to give him some credit. He couldn't find anything else. He wanted to get it out of there as quick as possible. He was willing to make the sacrifice to clean up the area.
That guy's hand looked exactly like thick after he only uses 4 sheets of toilet paper. Don't touch it! What are you doing? In fact, I got close to the computer screen. I was like, thick?
Oh, no.
Looked like him. Had no problem just scooping it up.
Dude, I've barehanded Moses' poop before.
No! Really?
I'm sorry to say this because it's happened maybe twice. But yeah, if I have already used a bag or I forgot a bag and he poops in someone's yard, say we have tons of like pretty good sized ditches on our street. And if sometimes he'll go up into someone's yard and then it's all over. And I can't leave the poop in the yard. And I'm like, what do I do? And out of desperation, only if it's solid though, man, I've just kind of like scooched it into the deep dish. Deep dish. Ooh. Yeah. One time I picked it up and whipped it across the street because the ditch... It was deeper. It was woods over there, and I thought, well, let me just whip this over into the woods. I did. I'm sorry to say it.
Did you pull the pin? Kink incoming!
It's like a monkey.
Fire in the hole!
I want to be a good neighbor. That's all I care about.
At that point, you walk up to the front door.
It's like an acre back. I don't have that kind of time.
I am so sorry. I forgot a bag, or I used the last bag. May I borrow a bag? My dog pooped in your yard. I am not picking up the crap with my bare hands.
I can't do that.
There's no way.
Cody wants to know what hand, so he doesn't shake the wrong hand. It's my right hand. That's my throwing arm, Cody. It's my throwing arm.
I can't believe it.
I only did that one time, and then I did.
You said it could be a couple.
No, I whipped it one time. I scooched it into the ditch one time, so that makes 2 times I've done it.
So if you accidentally poop in the shower, are you scooping and throwing in the toilet, or are you waffle stomping?
In my entire life, I have never accidentally done that.
Okay, but what would you do? Pick it up and throw it in the toilet, or waffle stomp it?
Yes, pick it up. I don't even want to talk about this. It's making me really uncomfortable.
You brought it up.
You did!
I brought up doggies.
All right, second story coming out of Louisiana, where a guy got arrested on Mother's Day because he was at a Home Depot and, wait, is it a Lowe's? I'm sorry. It's a Lowe's. I apologize. It's a Lowe's where, sometimes you go and in the summer they'll have the sheds set up so you can see the different things that you could buy and possibly put in your backyard. Well, at a Lowe's in the New Orleans suburb of Slidell, this man was found inside one of the sheds because, apparently he needed to relieve some tension.
No.
Police walked up, and sure enough, there he was, laying on his back with his pants around his ankles. and an open jar of Vaseline. He came prepared.
That's a freak off.
He came with his own. This was planned?
This man had a plan. This guy had blueprints and schematics. Like, he was ready to go. There is no way you are showing up with Vaseline without having a full... He's like, this is what I'm going to do. A kink, an adventure. I don't know what he was looking for. The report said he also had an electronic device, so probably his phone. He says he was watching YouTube. I think it was more like porn. Like, there's no way.
I know this sounds weird coming out of a person who just said she whipped her dog's poop across the street, but that sounds really, like, kind of filthy. Like, it's filthy in there.
I know you did not just say that.
I know.
Don't be Judgy McJudgerson now.
Never mind.
There's no way. There you go. That's your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz.
It's time. Rock and Rumble. Kelly versus Goose.
On The Blitz. Here we go. I've got my boxing gloves on. Kelly has got her poop-covered hands ready to go.
I have washed my hands about 1 million times since then. People are like, I'm never shaking your hand again.
You can't pick up your dog's poop, Kelly. Rule number 1.
No, you can. I'm proof of that.
Tickets up for grabs. Mammoth is going to be at Kemba Live on Thursday, November 20th. We've got your tickets. Here's the deal. We're going to play another round of Rock and Rumble. We need 2 representatives right now. I will represent one person. Kelly will represent another, and someone's going to walk away with tickets for Mammoth. So let's get our 2 contestants on the phone. Let's see. Who we got? Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. This is AJ.
AJ, since you're calling in first, your choice. Do you want to be represented by Goose or Kelly?
Oh, I'm going with my girl, Kelly.
Yes!
All right. AJ
AJ.
and Kelly.
We're a power team.
Let's find
power
out.
couple right here.
Find out who I've got. Did you just hang up on AJ?
Oh, no.
You just
It's
hung.
all right. We still got AJ.
We got AJ.
AJ's in.
Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, this is L.
L?
Ellie, yeah.
Ellie. All right, Ellie. All right, you are going to be represented by me. AJ is represented by... What did you say?
He said what he had to say.
Man, okay. I might tank the game now just on purpose, AJ, or ELE, whatever your initials are. GD. All right, you hang on.
Kelly's track record with this one.
Well, that's true. You hang on 1 second.
I think I got AJ back.
Oh, AJ, is that you?
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
We got him back.
Decided to hang up.
Sorry about that, man.
AJ versus LE. All right, we are playing Rock and Rumble. Here's the deal. I don't know what today's category is, but basically it'll be a song. First person to name out the name of the song is going to get a point. Most points wins. Thick, what is today's category for Rock and Rumble?
I do it. It was so fun last time. We're doing just the intros.
Okay.
Just the intros. Okay, you're just going to play the intro of a song from the very beginning.
Yep.
First person to yell out the song is going to get a point. Currently, Kelly has taken the lead in the games.
Yep. 8-6-1.
8-6-1. Ooh, I need a win here.
Uh-oh.
I need a win
You
bad.
might get it. This is tough, but it's fun.
All right, just the intros for Rock and Rumble. Thick, whenever you're ready.
All right. Just give us the title. Here we go. Song 1.
Cowboy.
Yes.
Yes.
I almost yelled out Spoon Man.
Where did that come from?
Spoon Man. I can see that.
God, I know these. I hate this game so much.
What?
I'm gonna head out west.
All right. Ready for song 2?
Yeah, let's go.
Here we go.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey there, not Hey There, Delilah. It's one of those stupid melodic songs.
Drops of Jupiter.
Yep. Yes! CD!
You need to stop saying hints as you're doing it. She's just sitting there listening to you, waiting for you to give it away.
Yeah, I'm straight up Red Hot Chili Peppers up in here.
All right, here we go. Song number 3. Come on, Goose. Got to get one here.
Here we go. Here I go again. Here we go. Here I go again. On my own.
Doing it to you again.
I'm singing the song in my head, and
All right, let's try another one.
I'm so pissed off right now.
Don't be. Take a deep breath. You usually
Marty.
come back in the second half, and
Now I'm on tilt.
No,
All right.
you're
Focus.
All right.
Ready?
I was a monkey. That's Speed Racer.
Chimpanzee.
Hey,
I was a monkey. Hold on.
Hold it. Cut it.
Loser. I'm a loser. Woo. Yes.
Oh, good.
I finally got to the chorus in my brain.
Oh, Goose. I don't know what to say. All right. Here we go. Song number 5.
Oh, September.
No.
Boogie Wonderland. Oh, gosh. Well.
AJ. I don't see any reason to continue. No. Stop knocking. He's trashing the studio. Come on now.
Something jettisoned off that chair and hit me in the neck.
It did not.
It was just really light, though.
Oh, my gosh.
5-0.
5-0.
AJ, you picked the right contestant. I feel bad, though. Because
There's nothing to feel bad about.
I mean, yeah.
I royally sucked this round.
Ellie, what are your thoughts right now?
Don't.
I should have been playing for Goose.
I don't need to hear it.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, hang on, AJ. We'll get some info from you here.
No, Doug, I will not take a big spoonful of Quick and Focus. Shut up. Oh, how embarrassing. Good job.
Oh, man.
Thanks. I want to gloat, but I feel like I can't even gloat.
No, go ahead.
It was such a just domination.
I just destroyed you.
It was so effing embarrassing.
9-6-1.
All right, AJ, you've got tickets for Mammoth. You're going to go to Kemble. Are you doing the effing arm worm?
Kelly's breakdancing over here. Look at this.
Now you're humping? You're sky humping? You are sky humping.
Now, what is that called when you roll your,
you're doing the wave.
The wave. It's not called
No,
humping.
you're sky humping. You are straight sky humping. Congratulations. You'll be at Kemble Live November 20th. What are you waiting for? That's it. 97 the Blitz. Yeah. All right, it's Thursday. And if you are having a bad week or a bad day or a bad 15 minutes like me, I want to make you feel a little bit better because I visited one of my favorite websites, F My Life, where people go and complain about things going on in their life so you can feel better about yours. Like this first one, couldn't get one right answer on Rock and Rumble and get your ass kicked by your coworkers. That's my life. It's terrible. No, someone said, today my friends and I were shopping for dresses. I asked the lady at the counter for a size 4. She looked at me and mumbled, yeah, right, in front of everyone.
Oh,
man.
That's wild.
Today my girlfriend, who's been in a relationship with me for 2 years, told me she's worried that she's going to leave me for another rich guy in the future. So to prevent that, she's going to leave me right now.
What?
Well,
you dodged a bullet on that
one. And she already found the rich guy.
Yeah. Today, my boyfriend told me how he used to collect little things when he was younger. He then decided to tell me about his current big toenail collection.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, though. I am a little...
What?
I don't save them. But... I am a little obsessed with big toenails.
You marvel at them?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, after they're clipped. Yeah.
Why are they that big to clip?
What do you mean?
How do
From
they?
your big toe.
Their big toe.
I know, but are you waiting too long?
Not waiting too long, but you wait a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
And you get it, and then you try, and they're very dense. So you try and squeeze them together like pincers, and they don't. You're like, wow, that takes some PSI.
You could almost pick up poo with them.
Oh, 100%. Straight up eagle talons.
See, I feel like that's grosser than me whipping my dog's poop across the street.
Not even remotely close. What's grosser is when I sniff the corner of it, and it's got that really bad. You're like, oh that
God.
smells. Does that really smell like that? And you got to sniff it a second time.
You better give Kelly the trash can.
Gross.
Today, while I was getting out of the shower, I saw a spider climb into the ceiling vent. Waiting for it to come out so I could kill it, I turned on the fan. It came out along with a dozen of its friends.
Oh no.
Man. Today, I was again turned down by a potential host family on a student exchange site. Their reasoning was basically that since I'm American, I might do something to endanger my health, get hurt, and then sue them over my stupidity.
Wow.
They're not wrong.
Well,
we are very sue-happy here in this country, without a doubt. Today, I announced to my friends that my grandmother is dying. My best friend pulled out his phone and casually announced, technically, everyone's dying. I would 100% do that.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. He's not wrong. Not wrong.
Very compassionate.
Yes. Today, I picked out the perfect combination of clothes, making sure everything matched before heading off to work. As soon as I walked into my office, my coworker asked, "Why are you wearing pajamas?" I had no idea that my stylish new pants were actually a pair of super baggy pajama bottoms.
Oops.
That's easy to confuse nowadays with how fashionable they're getting. And finally, today, while zooming down the interstate, I had to tell my boyfriend to put his penis away.
Okay.
Woo! Who's just driving down the highway and all of a sudden you whip it out? That's a conversation you need to have.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here?
I feel like I wasn't planning on this as part of the road trip.
Exactly.
Yeah. You tuck
Unless
that
he's
bad boy back
driving.
in.
That's a different story if he's driving. Just saying. It's 997 The Blitz.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
The Ohio Ballot Board is approving the language for an amendment to the state constitution that would completely abolish property taxes. Board members voted unanimously in favor of the wording of the proposal yesterday, which will appear on the November ballot if the group behind this amendment can collect over 400,000 valid signatures from voters across the state and have them certified by the Ohio Secretary of State by July 2nd. So that hard work gets started now. Watch out for somebody collecting signatures on this potential ballot issue for November to completely abolish property taxes.
Where do I sign?
Well, okay, but
who's paying for school?
Oh, right. That's great and all, but the big picture, how do we replace that money? Or what's getting cut from the budget if we no longer have that money? That's the only, issue you got to think about, because it's not going to appear out of thin air. If that money is being used for things, you either got to replace it or cut what it's paying for.
Yeah, they're also talking about trying to cut state income tax. Then where do you get? Where is it? Yeah, you need the funds
I don't know, but
stuff.
some states don't have income tax, and
I know.
some states don't have property taxes, so they're making it work.
Right, but like Florida, they have not, but they also probably make a lot more money from tourism than we do in Ohio.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Be interesting to see.
A New Jersey couple is in custody accused of abusing and holding a girl captive for years. Camden County prosecutors say 38-year-old Brenda Spencer, who is the girl's mom, and 41-year-old Brandon Mosley, the girl's stepfather, allegedly pulled this girl out of school in 2018 when she was in 6th grade. They then allegedly confined her to a dog crate for about a year before forcing her to live chained up and locked in a bathroom with only a bucket. Authorities say the now 18-year-old escaped last week and ran to a neighbor's house for help. Police went to the home, which they described as squalid, and found a 13-year-old girl living there that had also been pulled out of school. I literally don't care what happens to these two adults.
No, this is an eye-for-eye situation.
Yeah.
Handcuff them to a boilerplate or whatever they're called in a kitchen, in a room, in a bathroom somewhere. Give them a bucket to piss in.
How about a dog crate?
That's it. Or a dog. Put them in a
There you
dog
go.
crate.
Enjoy.
Straight eye for an eye in this situation.
It's really disturbing. Live Nation will give music fans a chance to buy tickets to some of the summer's biggest concerts at a discount next week. Live Nation will launch its $30 Ticket to Summer program on May 21st. More than 1,000 concerts at select venues across North America will be part of the deal. Acts taking part in the deal include Dierks Bentley, Halsey, Keith Urban, the Black Keys, and Kesha. Kesha, Vic. More concerts will be added to the special deal throughout the summer. And those are your three things.
Popo, shut us down.
Right. You got some good deals there. You can get some good seats for some good concerts for $30. Yeah.
Even if you have to travel to like Cleveland or something.
Yeah,
it's
for
worth
sure.
it. Yeah. All right. Those are your three things.
I remember I was online one time, this was a few years ago, and I saw this pair of Michigan shoes that I wanted for the football season, because I'm one of those guys. I think I've seen you, Thick, on game day. I'm head to toe in gear.
Sure.
I call it boxers deep, because I actually have a pair of Michigan boxers that I wear on my watch, all the way down to socks and shoes. And so I wanted a new pair, and so I ordered it online. And then, as it turns out, I'm getting the tracking, and it's coming from overseas somewhere, and they show up, and they are just not what I thought. In fact, they ended up going in my M-den with my other collectibles, because I was never going to wear them. So I was like, I'll just post them up here, because again, ordering online takes a bit of trust.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going through, like, what is it, Temu or Shein or Wish, things like that. Because, well, it's not always the best stuff. And this happened to a couple. Does it say where the couple is from? I don't see if it says where the couple is from. But Tim Petite wanted to order his wife a gift. And so he heard of an ad for a Trump watch. GetTrumpWatches.com. And they have different brands. And this was one. It's got a pink face on it, and it's got Trump's signature, and it's a decent looking watch. And the face of the watch comes in different colors. And he wanted to order his wife one, which had the pink face on it, and it was a good looking watch. And he paid $640 for the Trump watch.
Just thought it was really nice. It was beautiful. And I knew it would be something that she'd like.
It has the pink and it has little fireworks on it. I noticed it right away. The T is missing. It just says RUMP.
That's right. Rump. Right there on the face of the watch, it just says rump. And here's the thing. They have a picture of the watch. And right there below the 12 dial, in between like the 11 and 1, it's supposed to say Trump right there in the center. And looking at the face of the watch, it's not like the T is floating around the inside of the glass. It's not like the T, the glued-in stick or whatever. Someone forgot to put the T on there. And so she has a rump watch.
So are you being scammed, or is it just it didn't make it? The print didn't make it right, or
I
what?
think that was a misprint on that one particular watch. I would think. I don't know.
Maybe because I'm thinking maybe it's some really cheap brand, Rump Watches.
Right.
I don't know. And they told everybody, hey, it's a Trump watch. And then you get it without the T. I don't know.
But they ordered it at GetTrumpWatches.com. But yeah, to have a Rump watch,
I assume they will make good on it.
I would hope $640.
And if it's coming from is that his site?
That's
the thing.
I don't know.
They call it TrumpWatches.com.
Right. But man, Rump watch. Hate it when that happens.
That's a big ass watch.
It's 99.7 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up this morning. Here's one for you. I did not know this. 30% of households in America had a Nintendo in 1990. Only 23% had personal computers.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah.
Because that boom hadn't started yet.
You're right. Yeah, the at-home computer boom.
I had my first one in 1985.
First Nintendo?
No, first computer.
Oh, first computer.
Yeah.
Oh, would you have that Apple II?
Atari 1200 XL, 8-bit machine, just like the Apple. Yeah.
Atari made home computer? I did not know that. Oh, okay. When did I get my first Nintendo? It would have been right around 1990.
Yeah.
Somewhere right around there. Yeah. Let's see. Here's one for you. A spotted animal can have a striped tail, but a striped animal can never have a spotted tail.
Like they're not allowed, or that never happened?
Yes, not allowed.
Well, I didn't.
They had one time, and they said, "Sorry, sir, you can't have that."
Well, that's the way it sounded.
And then they shot him.
You can't do that. Sorry, you're dead. That's the way it sounded.
Sir, you can't do that.
It's against the law.
You're not allowed. Mattel released a pregnant version of the Barbie doll.
Why?
Her name was Midge, and she had a detachable baby bump with a baby inside.
Well, that is ridiculous.
She was quickly discontinued because people thought she promoted teen pregnancy.
You think? Whose idea was that? And were they fired immediately? I mean, what?
I think it'd be weird to pop the belly off and all of a sudden there's a little tiny baby inside.
You are traumatizing.
You're right?
So stupid.
Well, how are babies born? Oh, you just pop the belly off and then there you go.
Wait, that one's got a striped tail. That's no good.
You can't do that, no. This is a little surprising. If you are a vegan, go enjoy yourself some Oreo cookies. Oreos, most varieties, are vegan, including classic, double stuffed, mega stuffed, golden, and thins. They don't contain milk, eggs, or any other animal products.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what is that creamy center made of?
Heaven.
I agree.
Mega stuff.
See, double stuff is the only way to go for me.
Yeah, I can't do single.
Yeah, original does not. The cookie to cream ratio is way off.
Yeah, and I prefer mega.
Do you? Mega's too much.
No,
I think.
never.
Double stuff is perfect.
Dude, somebody told me that at Costco, they sell the cream. Like you can buy like you'd buy a thing of cottage cheese, like you can buy a thing of the Oreo cream.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you use that for?
Oh, you could put it on all kinds of desserts, man. Or just eat it with a spoon. I don't care.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know. And finally, how likely are you to have identical quadruplets? Well, doctors have put the odds of having identical quadruplets at about 1 in 15 million. There are only 72 documented cases of identical quadruplets ever.
I was going to say there couldn't have been very many.
Not many.
That's it. Wow, you never think about that, though. Only 72 times that ever happened.
History of the world.
Well,
I should say documented. So,
what about like Octomom? What are the odds on that?
Well, that I do know that people have gone through infertility and take infertility drugs are more likely to have multiple babies.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense.
But 8 babies in your belly at one time?
That's crazy, man.
There's no way.
Have you seen recent pictures of that family? It's amazing.
I have not.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's all just kung fu fighting inside the belly for space. Just constant.
Oh, yeah, I know. Tell her to stop pushing me.
Oh.
She's touching me.
There is nothing weirder. One baby, or I don't care how many. If you're sitting there and all of a sudden you just see a handprint come from the inside of the stomach. Oh my God! What? No, or just a whole foot. Just man. And it just stretches out. Women, man. Hats off. There are no words.
Nope.
There are no words. I don't know how you do it. There you go. Learning some stuff on a Thursday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.